Ladies and gentlemen, live inside the Felix Event Center on the campus of Azusa Pacific University, Azusa Pacific basketball is back on the air. A Pac West doubleheader in tow here tonight on a Monday night. Alongside Reed Conan, my name is Steve Stowell, and Reed coming off a record-breaking performance on Saturday night against Dominican where they dropped 125 points. The record of Chaminade may not be very well, but the Cougars can definitely not overlook an opponent like this.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't overlook anybody in the Pac West. Every game's crucial in the standings. I mean, if they want to catch Hawaii Pacific in the standings, this is a must-win, just like every game is. But yeah, we were both here on Saturday night, and it was incredible to watch. They were perfect in pretty much every phase. They were pretty unstoppable. It was a lot of fun to watch.
And we'll get more into that as the ball game rolls on. But Chaminade coming in with a record of 2-15, 2-13 here in the Pac West, and the Cougars just dominating in all facets. 23-3 overall, 14-2 in the Pac West. They are guaranteed no less than the second seed in the Pac West tournament, but they want that number one seed, like Reed said. And Hawaii Pacific is on the West Coast here tonight. They're going to play Academy of Arts, so we'll keep you up to date on that score as it progresses. But let's send it over to public address announcer Jeremy Mercer for the singing of the national anthem and the player introductions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Phillips Event Center for tonight's Pac West Conference game between the visiting Chaminade Silver Swords and the Azusa Pacific Cougars. Before we introduce the starting lineups for tonight's game, will you please stand and remove your caps for the presentation of the singing of the national anthem. Performing tonight's national anthem, APU graduate Sarah Stewart.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red flare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Here are the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Silver Swords. At guard, 5'6" sophomore from Kennedy Guam. Number 3, Callie Benavente. At guard, 5'6" sophomore from California Guam. Number 10, Destiny Castro. At forward, 5'9" senior from Burbank, California. Number 20, Jakara Waddell. At guard, a 5'6" junior from Honolulu, Hawaii, number 22, Brianne Nuegu. And at guard, a 5'8" junior from Kapolei, Hawaii, number 25, Diamond Carter. The Silver Swords are led by head coach Arthur King and assistant coaches Paris Gravely, Woodrow Moore, and Derek Brazil. And now, here's the starting lineup for Azusa Pacific. At guard, 5'4" sophomore from Reedy, California, number 2, Zoe March. At guard, 6' sophomore from Edmonds, Washington, number 4, Savannah Hansen. At forward, a
Back inside the Felix Event Center. Players introduced. Cougars in their customary home whites. Black letters and brick trim. The Chaminade Silver Swords in their road blue, black numbers, white trim. One of the final 2 home games. Thursday night, Hawaii Hilo. The Vulcans will be in town. Hopefully you can come down to the Felix Event Center and join us for that. But right now, the Silver Swords stand in the way of Azusa Pacific, improving their record to 24-3 and 15-2 in the Pac West. And again, the Cougars took care of business on Saturday night, beating Dominican 125-78. Can't overlook a game like this. We'll have to see how the Cougars come out. Savannah Hansen going to jump it up against Diamond Carter at the Cougar Claw, and the Cougars win the tap. Going to be moving from left to right on your screen. Zoe March with a basketball. Over to Goodsell, now down low. Kaiser kicks it out to Wortley for a 3 as off back iron. Rebounds pulled down by Beneventi. Here come the Silver Swords in the front court with their first possession of the night. About 30 seconds gone by here in this first quarter. Silver Swords moving it up top. Carter for 3, rims in and out, and Wortley pulls down the board. March leading the charge for the Cougars. Bounce pass from Goodsell to Wortley, uses the glass, as all basketball players are taught to do, and the Cougars lead it 2-0.
And here comes that press that the Cougars ran so devastatingly in their last game, creating over 30 turnovers.
Diamond Carter answers the Wortley bucket with a 3 of her own, and the Silver Swords lead it 3-2.
And despite the high-scoring game,
as Kaiser answers on the other end, we may be in for a track meet again tonight.
yeah, despite the high-scoring game for the Cougars, one of their leading scorers, Savannah Hansen, didn't score that much and wasn't involved that much in the last game. Just look for the Cougars to get her involved because she is a big part of this team and the offense.
It seems to be a almost distinct height advantage for Azusa Pacific here tonight. We'll see if they can play to their effects, but there's 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and that's going to do it. It's going to be a shot clock violation on the Silver Swords. You got to talk to each other and let each other know exactly how much time is left, or you got to look yourself.
Yeah, it was good defense from Zoe March, just pressuring her all the way out until she was so far away from the basket and when the shot clock expired.
They're going to get a foul on Diamond Carter, pushing Zoe March to the floor. Cougars lead it 4-3, just about 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. Cougars on the inbound. Kaiser hands it off to Goodsell because she's not going to shoot a 3. Cross court, Savannah Hansen will catch and shoot 3, rims in and out. A rebound pulled down by Destiny Castro. She's being bugged by Zoe March. Beneventi, nice backdoor bounce pass. Unable to connect were the Silver Swords. But here comes Zoe March all the way. Picks it out, good sell, catch and shoot 3. Short, Zoe March goes over the back. Easy call to make.
You said it earlier, Steve. The height advantage is definitely in advantage to the Cougars, and should pay the dividends in the reboarding battle. But with Gabby Kaiser in there, she looks like she's going to get doubled all night long, which could lead to some wide open threes on the weak side for Wortley and other anybody really. I mean, Kaiser's pretty good with the ball down low. She's a good passer. So
ball goes out of bounds. Destiny Castro throwing it off one of the Cougars. Daly Hansen, Gina Henderson going to check in for the Cougars. Yeah, that could be a problem. Looking at the roster here for the Silver Swords, nobody taller than 5'9", and the Cougars have several players over 6 feet. So it's going to be interesting. Nueku throws it up and throws it in. Nice, or Destiny Castro rather. Nice shot as the shot clock was expiring for the second consecutive possession. Kaiser just muscled her way down and got her second bucket of the night. She's got 4, and the Cougars back on top 6-5.
Yeah, and you'll take that defensive possession from the Cougars as the Silver Swords go all the way down to the last second in the shot clock. We've seen them twice now as they turn the ball over, but twice now with the turnover on the shot clock, and then just all kinds of over the place.
It's all right, man. Kaiser didn't get the roll. 6:10 to go, first quarter. Alongside Reed Conant, my name is Steve Stillwell. Nueku put up a 3, but an offensive rebound pulled down by Jakaro Waddell.
Just what I was saying was just the Cougars are going to take those possessions where, as we get a fast break.
Savannah Hanson lays it up and lays it in. Go ahead.
Every time I talk, something happens. But and once again, another turnover for the Silver Swords.
Wow. It's a carbon copy of what we saw the other night. Entry pass from Hanson to Kaiser was blocked from behind. And there's a turnover by the Cougars. And I think they're going to get Gina Henderson. Yep. First personal, second team foul.
Just to finish my point, basically what I was saying was just the Cougars will take that all night long. They're getting deep in the shot clock, and the Cougars will take even though they scored, they'll take those possessions. Good hard defense.
Absolutely.
And just throwing up wild shots that go in. They'll take that all night.
And then for another thing is that'll take Chaminade out of their rhythm. They got to work so hard for 30 seconds just to get a shot off. Then you got to go back and play defense against this team. That's not something I would look for. And Gina Henderson coming out. Not sure if she got poked in the eye or.
I think there's blood on the court. She got hit in the mouth or something.
They're gonna, there is some. Heard Esther Hugh, one of the officials, say there's blood on the court. So while they take care of this, and Zoe March is going to check back in with 5:20 to go. Cougars on top, 8-7. But again, the Cougars you just got to play your style of basketball. You can't overlook this team. You can't look forward to Hawaii Hilo or look forward to the matchup. You know that everybody on this team wants to get to Hawaii tomorrow and play Hawaii Pacific. So,
yeah, you're absolutely right about that, Steve. And I mean, the Cougars clearly coming out and playing their style play, coming out running and gunning just like they usually do, and usually no teams can hang with them past. I mean, the first quarter sometimes the second quarter. I mean, their style of play is just run the other team out of gym, and they consistently do that, and they've shown that the entire year.
Cougars are the highest scoring team in the Pac-West, averaging 82 points a game. Dominican, oddly enough, the second leading scoring team at 80 points a game. They had 78 the other night. The problem is they gave up 125.
Yeah.
They're not a very good defensive team, giving up 76 a game. Cougars had 98 points after 3 quarters. So March is going to replace Gina Henderson. Goodsell, Hanson, Savannah Hanson, Daly Hanson, Zoe March, and Gabby Kaiser. Kaiser against Diamond Carter. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go out of bounds to Chaminade. Arthur King coaching it up here on the Silver Sword sideline right next to us. Carter having some trouble getting it across the timeline. Gives it over to Castro. Problem with that is then you got 18 seconds to shoot. Took you 12 seconds just to get over the timeline. 3 ball is up and good by Brianna Nueku. It's 10-8, Chaminade. Hanson looking to answer is blocked. And Nueku coming away, or Castro coming away with the board. Dribbles behind the back. Hanson almost taking it away. Hanson diving on the floor. Timeout on the floor.
Yeah, just good D from Hanson causing the foul, and could have had a fast break layup there instead. Just a normal foul. It's been crazy up and down. As soon as the Silver Swords score, the Cougars are right back up the court. Similarly to what we saw in the last game for them, it seemed like Dominican just scored right as soon as they scored. The ball's already in the paint.
If the season were to end today, Hawaii Pacific would be the number 1 seed. Azusa Pacific would be the number 2 seed. Concordia, Dominican, California Baptist, and Point Loma would round it out. That means Concordia would play Point Loma, and Dominican would play California Baptist in the first round. So we'll see how it all shakes out. The Cougars, 4 games left after tonight. Hawaii Hilo, and then they head over to the island.
Yeah, and their toughest test will be against Hawaii Pacific. That will pretty much determine the 1 and 2 seed in Hawaii. Their second to last game for the Cougars. Hawaii Pacific has been one of the most impressive teams, I think. They've won 16 straight, playing again tonight. But that should be a good one.
Reed Takatsuka told me when they were here is the turnaround by Huddleston is no good. That they're just a work in progress. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I would disagree with that as well. We saw their quickness. They were even quicker than the Cougars were, and that was shocking to me.
Chloe Morrison shot no good. Here come the Cougars on the other end, trailing by 2. Give and go to Goodsell's no good. Kaiser gets the rebound, but then it's taken away by Diamond Carter. Chaminade giving the Cougars all they can handle right now.
Yeah, they're moving the ball pretty quickly in and out of that trap. They're finding that weak side. They're doing a good job of it right now.
13 foul on Azusa Pacific. 3:31 left to go in this first quarter. Chloe Morrison checking out. Destiny Castro checking in. Alana Nugawanu checking out as well. Castro off of the screen. Semi-screen, I guess. Still handling the basketball. Gives it up top to Waddell, and it's taken away by Goodsell. Lays it up with the left hand off the glass, and we're tied at 10.
Yeah, and that steal is all on Daly Hanson. He's causing a lot of trouble.
And there's another steal. Not sure where that pass was going, but Zoe March is up this time with a right hand. And 4 quick points is causing Arthur King to call a timeout. 2:56 left to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, and that's just the effects of the press defense. They seem like they had a handle on it early, and just like that, you get 2 turnovers for 2 easy layups, and that's what you're gonna get and give if you're the Cougars running that trap.
The Silver Swords' only victories this season against Hawaii Hilo at home. And then also against Dixie State at home. They're 0-6 on the road. So the Cougars looking to keep the Silver Swords winless away from the islands. Cougars doing a pretty good job to this point. Not shooting very well, being outshot by the Silver Swords. Silver Swords shooting 43%. Azusa Pacific 38%. 6 of 16 are the Cougars.
Yeah, and it's just those 5 missed threes for the Cougars that really brings down that stat. Haven't made a three-pointer.
Nobody's led by more than 3 points. Carter going to bring the basketball into the front court. Now Castro, double teamed. Cross court pass. Dugan for threes off the front of the rim. And Alicia Dugan, chasing her own rebound, knocked it out of bounds. So it's going to be Cougar basketball.
Once again, though, they're getting good looks on this trap. I mean, other than those last 2 turnovers, they're finding that weak side person wide open for a shot. That's happened countless times.
6 turnovers already for Azusa Pacific. Wortley gives it to Huddleston. Nice give and go. 14-10. Cougars, their largest lead of the night. We approach 2 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Another double team as they cross the timeline. Castro, Dugan. Waddell up and under and in. Nice ball movement by the Silver Swords. Getting down low against the defense. Zoe March going to float it up and float it in. She's got 4. And the lead is back to 4 for Azusa Pacific.
Yeah, just like that, the fast break. They're the best at it.
Zoe March going for it. Couldn't get it, but Silver Swords almost turn it over. 3-ball corner pocket is an air ball. You can hear the coaching staff saying stop the ball, and they did not do that at all. And Casey Wortley from about 2 feet away is able to get some great position and put in another bucket for the Cougars. Another timeout called by Chaminade. Chaminade turns it over 15 times a game. But we talk about this defense by Azusa Pacific, causing 8 turnovers already.
Yeah.
Chaminade did lead in that category. The Cougars had 6 at one point. Chaminade had 3.
Yeah, and largely that's just their athletic capability, their recovery defense. When they do find an open man, they're scrambling all over the court, and their length helps them out immensely in that press. Even when they're beat, it's not, they're not beat badly. They're just a step behind, and their length helps them recover faster, if that makes sense.
Makes complete sense. Beneventi gets it in to Sephora. Yayus. Nice turnaround. Yayus for 3 straight away off the front of the rim. Wortley just stands there and the rebound falls in her lap. Gina Henderson back into the ball game. And I think they're going to get Destiny Castro. Second personal.
Yeah, Henderson with a little bandage under her chin from the blood earlier.
And Castro picks up her second personal. That's not good for the Silver Swords because she's their leading scorer, rebounder, and assist.
Yeah, they're going to keep her in here with 2 fouls.
I don't know that you really have much of a choice. Look at the pressuring defense, and they're going to get Gina Henderson. And that's Gina's second. Trying to get it over in that 10 seconds. Great pressuring defense. Zoe March trying to take it away. But Beneventi able to get it up and in as we're at 20 seconds left in this first quarter. Hanson to Hanson. She got her own offensive rebound, but couldn't convert. Waddell comes away with it. 8 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Waddell over to Castro. Castro drives, scoops, and scores. And just like that, it's a 4-point game with 4 unanswered points for the Silver Swords as we hit the end of the first quarter. The Cougars lead it only by 4, 20-16. Cougars' largest lead of the night was 8, and that was moments ago.
Yeah, and the biggest stat in that first quarter, all Cougars, 18 points in the paint. Didn't make a 3. I'm sure that'll change in that half-court offense, but the turnovers and the points in the paint, they kind of go hand in hand. The Silver Swords turning the ball over, causing some fast break layups and such like that. Despite the turnovers, the Silver Swords still shooting 46%, which is pretty impressive.
Well, and two, we talked about it at the top of the show, the height difference.
Yeah.
Why go outside? Why not just continue to go, busting it inside?
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, the first media timeout, the Cougars led points in the paint, 8-0. And they continue that dominance, 18-6 in that category. 7 steals for the Cougars already to 1 for the Silver Swords.
Yeah, it's been the same script for the Cougars pretty much all year, just creating turnovers and scoring off those turnovers.
And I want to correct myself. I said the Cougars had 6 turnovers, as there's another one by the Silver Swords. That's number 9. The Cougars with only 1 turnover. I was reading the wrong stat. And there's a 3 ball by Savannah Hanson is good off of that turnover. I was looking at the points off of turnovers, and it was 6 for Azusa Pacific. Now it's up to 9. Diamond Carter got a basket on the other end. Hanson open again. Wing 3 again. Same result. 6 straight for Savannah Hanson. She's got 8. And there's a block by Gabby Kaiser. Up to Goodsell. Lay it up, lay it in. And just like that, a 6-0 run. Or 8-2 run, whatever.
Yeah.
The Silver Swords did have a bucket. There's another turnover, and here comes March. Lobs it up to Wortley, and she lays it up and in. Wortley's got 6.
Yeah, and that's what this Cougars team can do to you. Just like that, it's a 12-point game.
Almost another turnover. 11 turnovers now for Hawaii Pacific. 13 points for Azusa Pacific. 22 points in the paint now.
If I'm remembering correctly, this is something, this happened in the last game. Cougars, it was a close game through the first quarter and then created a whole bunch of turnovers in that second quarter to get out to a big lead.
Yeah, they put up 35 points in that second quarter. Yeah, it was 29-20 at the end of 1. And then at the half, Dominican had 43, and the Cougars had 64. So,
yeah.
And then they put up 34 in that third quarter.
Yeah, it was a high-scoring performance, to say the least.
But, I mean, you look at some of the numbers, like Gabby Kaiser had 18 points in 13 minutes.
Yeah, they held her out for most of, she didn't play too much in the first half, and she had 12 points in that first half.
Cougars had 48 points off of the turnovers and 62 points in the paint. Jumper is no good.
I think Kaiser had 10 of her 18 points in the first quarter. because she didn't play the rest of the 3 quarters. She didn't play too much.
Sky Haraga checking in. Replacing Beneventi. I mean, that was all around the best effort I've ever seen by a women's team here at Azusa Pacific. So it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Good sell, 3 ball off the back iron. Was waiting for the, go ahead.
They were relentless throughout the entire game. Didn't let up one bit.
And I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again, as Haraga puts up a 3 and it's short. I don't know a lot of teams in D2 that can run with these girls.
Yeah, that's something we mentioned in the last broadcast. Me and Josh talked about it.
March 3 is way off, hit the side of the backboard.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see come tournament time who can run with these girls.
Well, we know Hawaii Pacific can because they beat them
Yeah,
here
yeah,
in
they
this
did.
building, which in itself is a tough place to play. Diamond Carter fouls Gabby Kaiser.
Yeah, both teams have a similar play style. Both backcourts are very fast, very quick, creating a lot of turnovers and such like that. I was very impressed with the backcourt from Hawaii Pacific.
Kaiser misses the first of 2. Carl Waddell checking back in. Replacing Diamond Carter, who picked up her second. Only 3 team fouls so far in this quarter. Kaiser makes 1 of 2. It's back to 11, 31-20. Yayus has it knocked into the backcourt. Able to maintain possession. Savannah Hansen a little slow. Waddell gets blocked from behind by Wortley, and here come the Cougars running again. Savannah Hansen gives it up and under to Kaiser. Laid it up and in. Largest lead of the night, 13, and Kaiser's got 7. Everybody that's played for Azusa Pacific has scored except for Daly Hansen. Haraga 3 ball is nothing but net. Even though they're down 10, you hear it from the Chaminade bench. They believe that they can come in here and win, and why not? Kaiser against Waddell. Awkward looking shot, but great defense by the Silver Swords.
Cougars begging for a foul down low every time.
Nugawanu puts it up and in and 1. They're going to get Gabby Kaiser, second personal. Daly Hansen going to check back in for Gabby Kaiser. Samantha Huddleston and Gina Henderson also going to check in for the Cougars, replacing Zoe March and Savannah Hansen.
Alana Nugawanu to the free throw line, attempting the 3-point play.
Nugawanu looking for the 3-point play and can't convert. 33-25. Cougars by 8. 4+ minutes gone by here. Gina Henderson for 3. No good, but Daly Hansen gets the offensive rebound. Throws it up with the left hand. It was underneath the basket. She hit the bottom of the rim, and the Silver Swords come away with it. And they promptly turn it over for the 12th time.
Yeah, and that's just been their Achilles heel. I mean, they're 10 for 20 from the field, which is pretty good. So when they're getting their shots up, they're doing well. They're just turning the ball over too many times.
I mean, they're not even taking time to just set things up, and they're just trying to run and beat the Cougars at their own game. It's not going to happen. Goodsell launches a 3, rims in and out. Play your game. Force them to play your style. Slow down the tempo, which is what they're doing now, slowing things down just a little bit.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. They're playing the way right into the Cougars' hands Just the way they're trying to run the ball up the court, not passing. They're using the dribble in order to beat the press, which isn't necessarily the best bet.
Huddleston steals the pass. Good sell underneath Wortley, using the glass again. Too strong this time. Huddleston fighting for the rebound with Waddell. Oh, Jakara Waddell, she's like, I'm good, I'm fine. But Samantha Huddleston, she's feisty underneath that basket.
Yeah, she's that type of player.
But Jakara is from Burbank. Went to Long Beach City College, so plays ball in Hawaii now, but she's from Southern California, so Cougars lead it by 5, 33-25.
Yeah, I think it's important to note that Savannah Hansen is the leading scorer right now for the Cougars. Good to see her getting back on track. And the wealth has just been spread out from there. The only person not to score is Daly Hansen, as you said. The rest of the Cougars scores spread out, with March with 4, Kaiser with 5, Goodsell with 6, and Wortley with 6 as well. Yeah, it's been,
Balance is the name of the game, and they're
Yep.
doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and you hit on Savannah not doing too much against Dominican.
Yeah,
You know, they're going to need her down the stretch. And the beauty of having a lineup like this, having a bench with players like Huddleston and Gina Henderson and Daly Hansen, who are all on the floor now, is the closer you get to March, the deeper they're going to have to go in games, as the Cougars going to inbound. Good sell right in front of the Silver Swords bench off the side of the iron. A rebound corralled by Diamond Carter.
yeah, you're absolutely right. With that depth that the Cougars have, it's their ability then increases to win all kinds of different games. That all kinds of situations can arise in the tournament, and you could face a lot of adversity, whether it's foul trouble and all kinds of different things. So it's very valuable to have a deep bench as they do.
Silver Swords commit their 14th turnover. The Cougars bringing it back again. Down low to Wortley. Shots just aren't falling right now for Azusa Pacific. They're going to fall under 30% or 40%. Almost another turnover by Goodsell, but she knocked it out of bounds.
Silver Swords coach just pleading with his players to slow it down, as they just keep turning the ball over when they're trying to play fast.
I mean, the Cougars haven't scored in over 3 minutes. There's a traveling violation. Cougars haven't scored in 3 minutes, and it's been just over 2 minutes since the Silver Swords' last field goal. Wortley changes that just inside the three-point line. 35-25, back up to a double-digit lead now for Azusa Pacific. Nuguanu with the left hand all the way to the rack. Nueku and Azusa Pacific calling a timeout. TJ Hardiman letting his girls have it a little bit.
Yeah, just walked right down the lane, wide open. Nobody, no help defense, and a little too easy getting right past Daly Hansen there.
A little lackluster right now, it seems like, for Azusa Pacific. He wants to get some fire back in these girls with 3:29 left to go until intermission, 35-27. Cougars 24 points in the paint. Being out-rebounded, 18-14.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Silver Swords with 15 turnovers. Cougars with 15 points off of those turnovers. I mean, you don't have to be a math whiz to figure that out. That's 1 point for every possession. I mean, if you can do that and get at least 1 point on every possession. Good sell for three. Got it.
Yeah, and the reason for the rebounds the way they are, 18-14 in the Silver Swords' favor, is partially because the Cougars have 16 more shots than the Silver Swords.
And there's another offensive rebound for Chaminade. That's their third of the night. Only 2 second chance points. And there's a shot that's an air ball, and Wortley corrals the rebound. Goodsell going to take it all the way and draw the foul. She's going to go to the line to shoot two. Jakara Waddell. First personal, third team foul. Marching Savannah Hanson going to check back in. Goodsell rims in the free throw. Hanson replacing Huddleston. Obviously Zoe March going to replace Goodsell if the free throw is converted. And it's not. Lead remains at 12, 39-27. 2.5 to go until intermission.
Hey, sword, sword, sword.
Silver Swords trying to break this defense out above the arc, and now with only 10 seconds to shoot, being double teamed, give and go to Diamond Carter, flicks it up and in. Nice move by Diamond Carter. She's got 7. And Silver Swords back within 10. Goodsell, Wortley, Hanson for 3, rims in and out. Daly Hanson, but an offensive rebound by Savannah Hanson. Daly hit the floor. Jakara Waddell picked up her second personal. March replacing Waddell, and Daly Hanson's going to be at the free throw line. Oh, maybe not. She was just standing on the free throw line. Hanson turnaround jumper off the inbound. No good. Wortley offensive rebound. Too easy for Casey Wortley. She joins Abby Goodsell. Players in double figures, both with 10. 41-29. 90 seconds left to go. Block by Daly Hanson. Then a 3 ball is no good. Another offensive rebound by the Silver Swords. Chloe Morrison's going to put up a 3, blocked by Daly Hanson again. Sky Haraga and Alicia Dugan. Zoe March, Savannah Hanson, Daly Hanson, Casey Wortley, and Gina Henderson on the floor for TJ Hardiman. Hanson's going to drive all the way, kick it back out top. Henderson knocks down the 3. Not going to count. But Savannah Hanson's going to go to the free throw line. Jakara Waddell picked up her third. Cougars going to be shooting 2 free throws for the next 106.
Checking in for the Silver Swords, number 5, Chloe Morrison, and number 24, Sephora Gaddus.
42-29, matching the largest lead of the night for the Cougars.
Henson goes 2 for 2.
And now the largest lead of the night, 14, and a steal by Gina Henderson. Over to Zoe. Savannah catch and shoot 3, no good. A rebound, Gina Henderson. Gives it down low, Casey Wortley. Not gonna get it. It's gonna be out of bounds to the Silver Swords. Stifling defense now, almost thinking about a triple team. Here goes Dugan. And she just threw it right to Casey Wortley. About a 9-second differential, shot clock and game clock. March to Wortley. Now March has it again. Off of the screen by Hanson. Wortley, three, way off. Daly Hanson with the offensive rebound. And the Cougars, shot clock violation because the Zoe March shot didn't hit the rim. So great defense by the Silver Swords. 8.6. Try to cut into this 14-point deficit. Dugan on the inbound. He's going to take it all the way. Dugan for three, no good, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Probably not the half that the Cougars wanted, but they'll take it, 43-29. A lot of things that they can fix in the intermission break, and Arthur King thinking, well, you know, we're right there. It's still, honestly, it's still anybody's game, so we'll have to wait and see what kind of adjustments they make at the half.
Yeah, and a similar success for the Cougars on defense, creating 17 turnovers in that first half. We saw them create a bunch of turnovers in the Dominican game. They're not as efficient on offense tonight, which is to be as expected, as they put up 125 in that last game. But similar defensively. Offensively, just haven't shot the ball too well, and they aren't running necessarily as much as we saw in the Penguins game.
Well, we'll have to see what kind of adjustments T.J. Hardiman makes and Arthur King makes, but right now the Cougars hold a 14-point lead at intermission. The Cougars 43 and the Silver Swords 29. We'll be back with more first half stats and second half action right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, give a hand for APU Cheer. Half-court shootout, where everyone is welcome to participate. Please make your way to center court and try to make a half-court shot. You must use two hands for your shot. 2 hands for your shot. We're looking for 3 winners, and we have our first one. And we have our third and final winner. Congratulations. Please report to the scores table for your gift card. Congratulations to our 3 winners, and thank you everyone for your participation.
Back inside the Felix Event Center alongside Reed Conant. My name is Steve Stillwell. 43-29 is your score at the half. Cougars on top by 14. Cougars shot 39% in that first half, 17 of 44. While the Silver Swords not too far behind at 43%, 12 of 28. Cougars 3 of 17 from behind the arc, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. The Silver Swords 3 of 12 from behind the arc, only 3 free throws.
Yeah, the only reason the Cougars are up by 14 is because of they created 17 turnovers, and they've only committed 1 turnover themselves.
And a big disparity in the points in the paint. Cougars with 26 in that first half, only giving up 12. Silver Swords going to get the basketball to start this third quarter. They're going to have to make I would think they're going to have to make a run now. The first 5 minutes of this third quarter are going to be imperative that they don't turn it over. And Zoe March commits the foul, and she's quickly runs over to Callie Beneventi, making sure she's okay. They're going to give that foul to Savannah Hansen. Bodies are hitting the floor everywhere, and the shot was no good by the Silver Swords. The one who hit the floor was Sephora Yayus. Speaking Yayus first personal. Savannah Hansen's going to shoot 2 free throws. 30 seconds gone by here in this third quarter. First free throw is good. See if we can get you an update on the basketball games going on now. Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, we're getting a closer look of this zone. It looks like they went back to man, the Cougars, but they were running a zone on that last possession.
Carter for 3, no good. She hits the deck. Cougars come away with the basketball. Good sell down low. Kaiser blocked from behind by Carter.
Touched it on the way down.
Kaiser up and under. And the live stats for the Hawaii Pacific game are not working at the moment, so as soon as we can get it, we'll give it to you. Zoe March all the way, can't get it to go. Savannah Hansen offensive rebound, no. Third chance opportunity, Casey Wortley, and it's taken away by Beneventi. 46-29. Beneventi stops and can't hit. March finds Kaiser, and she can't finish. But it's knocked away and out of bounds, I believe, by the Silver Swords. So it's going to stay with Azusa Pacific. Destiny Castro going to replace Sephora Yayus. Savannah Hansen able to get inside on that possession. The lead is up to 19. Savannah's got 13. Hansen creates the turnover and finds Wortley. Timeout, Arthur King. It is all of a sudden a 21-point lead for Azusa Pacific.
Yeah, and frankly, it could be a lot worse as the Cougars missed a couple of wide open layups there.
Cougars lead it 50-29. Hansen leading the way with 13. Wortley's got 12. The highest scorer for Chaminade. A couple of players with 7.
Yeah, Cougars creating some more turnovers here early. Like I said, I mean, it really could be a 25-point game. They missed 2 wide open layups. One from Kaiser and one from Savannah Hansen, I believe. I'm not sure who the second one was, but Kaiser definitely missed one.
17 points now off of the turnovers for Azusa Pacific.
I think it was March. March missed one.
Kaiser missed a wide open layup as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so 21-point lead for the Cougars. I mean, I wonder how long they'll go with this press. They went with it all the whole game against Dominican Penguins, despite being up to a big lead. Looks like we're going to see more of the same right here.
Sephora Yayus is going to replace Destiny Castro.
Diamond, get up. Come on, get back here.
Chaminade to inbound. There's more of the press there. She runs into her own player, and some of the Cougars run into each other too. Zoe March and Gabby Kaiser run into each other. I think it's a turnover. Is it a turnover?
Yeah, I guess
looks
so.
like it. Cougars with the possession, 7:40 left to go. Hansen all the way to the rack, and she hit the bottom of the rim. The Silver Swords come away with it. 3 ball is off the front of the iron. I think Savannah Hansen got poked in the eye. Kaiser. March for 3, no. Steps inside the arc and puts it up and in.
Yeah, Hansen holding her nose, it looked like. Might have got knocked in the nose.
Waddell turns it over, and Hansen comes away with it. Wortley puts it up. No, Kaiser finishes it off. 54-29 now. Azusa Pacific opening things up here as Diamond Carter's going to take it all the way to the rack. It's going to be a blocking foul on Gabby Kaiser.
Pretty physical second half here. Bodies flying all over the place.
Diamond Carter, a 61% free throw shooter. Didn't look like it on that one. Lady Cougars are 6-0 all time against the Silver Swords.
Hey, 23, 23.
The Cougars have made 3-pointers in now 111 consecutive games. As Savannah Hansen misses a 3. Waddell comes down with a rebound. Yayus. Over to Nuguano, and it's taken away by Goodsell. All the way up and under and in. 56-31. And Goodsell now with 10. Four players for Azusa Pacific in double figures.
To the middle, Bree.
Yeah, Cougars forcing 4 turnovers here in the last 2 minutes.
Just that stifling defense is crazy. It would frustrate the heck out of me as a defender, as an opponent. Hansen almost took it away. 3 is up and too strong for Nuguanu. Goodsell wants 3. Give it. Oh! That went in, and I jumped the gun there a little bit myself.
Yeah.
It looked good. Went down as far as it could go. Huddleston, Daly Hansen, and Gina Henderson going to check back in.
Foul is against Chaminade, number 4, Newton Wanu. Her first personal foul, and the second team foul. Checking on the game for APU, number 12, Samantha Huddleston. Number 13, Gina Henderson. And number 32, Daly Hansen.
Henderson gives it over. Goodsell. Corner three is no good. A rebound comes down to Diamond Carter. Silver Swords trail it by 25. Huddleston almost took it away.
Hey, motion, motion.
Coach King giving out instructions, and the instruction was Nueku to make a three.
Yo, that's off her. 23. Hands
Checking
up.
in the game for Chaminade, number 11, Sky Haraka.
Sky Haraga going to come back in now.
Neither team shooting the three ball very well. Cougars 15% from three, and the Silver
3 seconds.
are 25% from three.
Cougars doing it down low. Huddleston has it knocked away, and Dugan comes away with it. Under 5 to go, and then the Cougars promptly take it right back. Gina Henderson, nice pass to Gabby Kaiser. She lays it up and in. Oh, blocked from behind by Kaiser, but the Silver Swords able to stay with it. Nueku, 16 to shoot, down low to Waddell, and it's taken away by Kaiser. She says, give it to me now. And she just took it away. Here comes Goodsell. Lob it down low, Huddleston. Waddell got a piece of it, but Huddleston got it back and laid it up for two. 60 to 34. Five points in 6 minutes for the Silver Swords. Goodsell throws it up and throws it in, and it's 62-34.
Goodsell now with 12. She's been attacking in fast break.
Three ball, no good. Here comes a fast break again. Henderson a 1-on-2 behind the back to Huddleston, lays it up and can't finish. Just a little bit too strong. Arthur King pleading for the girls to slow it down. There's a three that's no good, but an offensive rebound by Haraga. 3:15 to go, third quarter. Great defense tonight by the Cougars, only giving up 34 points to this point, and Kaiser says, get it out of here. Wow. I don't understand that one. Why commit the foul? I guess you commit the foul to get to the timeout.
Yeah, I think that's the thinking there from Silver Swords coach telling his point guard to foul there. Just to give him a little breather, I think. He didn't want to use the timeout. And he couldn't, obviously, they didn't have the ball, but
they only have one left. So same predicament that Tim Lacoste was in the other night against for Dominican. Ran out of fouls like midway through timeouts midway through the third quarter. So
yeah.
This will be interesting to look at this stat sheet. 19-5 here in this third quarter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the points in the paint, 42 points in the paint for the Cougars to only just 12 for the Silver Swords.
They had 62 the other night against Dominican. They also had 48 points off of turnovers. Let's see what they have off of turnovers. 25. So,
yeah. And it certainly could be a lot more. They missed another layup in that Samantha Huddleston missed a wide open layup there. They're missing opportunities offensively that they were cashing in on in the Dominican Penguins game. Still playing great defense though.
Henderson over to Daly Hansen. Back to Henderson. Down low, Huddleston. Turn around against Waddell. It's off the front of the rim. Huddleston almost had her own offensive rebound. Daly Hansen picks up her second. Zoe March, Savannah Hansen, and Casey Wortley all checking back in. Replacing Kaiser, Goodsell, and Samantha Huddleston. Just fresh rotations. I don't know how many of the starters we're actually going to see in the fourth quarter, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Morrison right here in front of us. Takes it over and a nice Haraga three. 62-37.
Back up, Milano.
Now the Cougars with it. Henderson for three off back iron. Wortley take it away, but too strong on the second chance opportunity, and Waddell comes down with the board. Oh, there's a foul. Oh, I thought it was going to go in. Morrison's going to get three shots. You could hear it even with our headsets on.
Yeah. Good call, definitely a foul.
Those are the ones that scare me because if you hit the fingers and you bend them the wrong way, it's just. But luckily, Chloe Morrison, no worse for the wear. Knocks down the first of three, 62-38. 62-39. Chipping away at it. Morrison knocks down all three free throws, 62-40. 100 seconds left in this third quarter. Wortley puts it up, too strong. Volleyball tapped out. Hansen trying to save it, and she does. Zoe March able to take it away, and she takes it all the way to the rack and puts it up for two. (64-40). Morrison. Chloe Morrison going to go back to the free throw line. .109 left to go, third quarter. Diamond Carter replacing Jakara Waddell. Second free throw no good, and Hansen pulls down the board. Under a minute. Third quarter. Hansen, wild shot. She just threw it up and in. I don't know how that thing went in. But Daly Hansen finally on the board for their first 2 points of the night. In artistic fashion. And now she picks up her third foul. Fourth foul, rather.
Yeah, she was getting away with that in the first half, reaching a lot, causing a couple turnovers in that first half. They're calling it a little tighter this half. She's being aggressive, that's for sure.
Alana Nugawanu.
Checking the game for ABU number 22, Abigail Goodsell.
Abby Goodsell back in the game, replacing Daly Hansen. Goodsell to Hansen. March, Wortley. Hansen catch and shoot three off the front of the rim. Zoe March, the smallest player on the floor, comes away with the offensive rebound. About a 1 second differential. Shot clock to game clock. March dribbling with the right hand, eyes perched on that clock. Eight seconds to shoot. Goodsell going to go to the free throw line with 5.5 left to go, third quarter.
Her first personal for the team.
Well, guess she's not going to the free throw line, but Wortley catch and shoot. Jumper's an air ball. March over to Goodsell. Three at the buzzer, off the back of the rim. And no good after 3 quarters of play. Cougars lead it by 23, 66-43. Back inside the Felix Event Center, fourth quarter about to get underway. Scoring update from the Bay Area. Academy of Art hosting Hawaii Pacific. Not much of a matchup, 73-41, Hawaii Pacific. Not sure of the quarter, but I would assume it's going to be pretty close to the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
There's a steal by Savannah Hansen. Length of the court, Gina Henderson. She lays it up for 2 more. 68-43. And another turnover.
Yeah, Chaminade seems to go on little runs runs with these turnovers. I don't know how they didn't commit too many. They might have committed 1 or 2 in the last couple minutes in that quarter, the last 4 minutes, I believe. And then start of the third quarter, just turn it over 2 back-to-back possessions.
Goodsell for 3, ring it up. 71-43. And the Cougars have only turned it over twice. That's impressive.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't remember the numbers from Saturday night, how many times they turned the ball over, but certainly wasn't too many times. But this Cougars team, if there is one weakness, it might be that they do turn the ball over a little bit. They're doing a real good job of not turning the ball over tonight.
16 turnovers for the Lady Cougars on Saturday night against Dominican.
Yeah, and if you can create more than, 15 to 20 turnovers and not turn the ball over, That's saying a lot.
The men of Chaminade will take on the men of Azusa Pacific after this one, approximately about 7:30. We'll see what the official time is going to be, depending on the end time of this one. Taking a look at the statistics, the standings for the men. If the season were to end today and the tournament were to begin tomorrow, Azusa Pacific would be the 4 seed, Chaminade would be the 5 seed. So they'd play each other in that first round in Riverside. March 3rd, 4th, and 5th is the tournament.
Yeah, and that's accustomed to change. I mean, it probably will, considering that Chaminade has to play the Cougars twice down the stretch here.
And they have to go to California Baptist on Thursday, so
yeah, exactly.
it's not going to get any easier from here to the brand spanking new event center.
Yeah, that'll be a tough test for Chaminade down the stretch. See if they can stay in the Pac West tournament.
But these are the kind of games that champions are made from. So we'll see what gives tonight. But we've got 8 minutes and 50 seconds left of this tilt before we can even get there. And there's a 3-ball, or a long 2 rather, by Nugawanu.
Tight.
Still the starters out there, except for Gina Henderson. Henderson hits Jakara. Waddell both hit the floor. Both seem to be okay. Now they call the foul on Gina Henderson. That's her 4th. Being double teamed in the corner. Waddell, Diamond Carter, and Zoe March comes away with it. Goodsell, Hanson, Zoe March, Casey Wortley, and Gina Henderson. Wortley all alone underneath the basket. 73-45. Wortley's got 14. Nagara, corner or wing 3 is no good. Hanson comes down with a rebound. And here they go again. Wortley again. 16 for Casey. Diamond Carter trying to go around Savannah Hanson. Carter comes up. Little gimpy, second personal on Savannah. She's going to check out. Ariana Abo. And Ananya Raghavan. So all reserves now except for Zoe March. Aragu. Nice move to the basket by Yayus, but they can't convert. Henderson looking up court, gives it to Abo. They're going to say Abo traveled with it. And Meg Van Ryn's going to check in for Zoe March. So 6:50 to go, and I think the starters are done for the rest of the night.
Yeah, they probably are. TJ Hardiman calling the dogs off a little bit earlier than in that last Penguins game against Dominican Penguins, excuse me. They didn't call the dogs off till 5 minutes left, I believe.
Haragu can't convert. Henderson, baseball pass to Abo. Oh, almost traveled again. Now Van Ryn. Ragavon, jumper, got it. Ananya Ragavon, 77-45, a 32-point lead for Azusa Pacific. Van Ryn and Abo, the only players that have played for the Cougars tonight that have not scored. Dugan hands it off to Haragu. Short, hit off the front of the rim on the little scoop shot. Madison Lewis going to check in. Huddleston, nope, got her own offensive rebound. That's an air ball. Dugan. Haragu. Up top to Yayus. Yayus quickly double teamed in the block. Picks it up top. Dugan for three. Got it. Nice looking shot. Alicia Dugan. Diamond Carter, Chloe Morrison going to check in for Chaminade. Abo's going to drive, kick it over to Van Ryn. Taps it out to Huddleston. Ragavon with 12. Abo going to drive, and she stepped out of bounds. Madison Lewis checking in.
Hey, balance up.
4:45 to go. Long three by Morrison off the side of the rim. Here comes Ragavon over to Lewis. Cross court, Abo. Step back three, got it. Nice looking shot, Ariana Abo. Got that little grin on her face
Yeah.
too.
You love to see that.
Dugan, three more of her own.
Hey, pick up.
80-51, a 29-point lead.
Take it. Sarah, y'all take it. Come on, pick up. Put pressure on her. Come on, support.
Huddleston all the way. Nice move. Samantha Huddleston, two more, and she's got 6. What an improved player she has been over the last couple of years. Fun to watch. Floater in the lane by Diamond Carter is good.
Yeah, Huddleston comes off the bench and provides a spark.
Madison Lewis got blocked.
Hey, you gotta call those fouls.
Huddleston, not the tallest or the biggest, but certainly plays a lot bigger than she is.
Absolutely. Madison Lewis with the rebound. Huddleston down low. Van Ryn turnaround jumper is no good. The rebound comes down to Chloe Morrison. We're under 3 minutes to go. Morrison, 3 more off the back of the rim. Haragu. Diamond Carter, turn around, too strong. Huddleston comes down with the board. Here comes Ragavon. Kick it up top. Lewis. Nope, she traveled.
Lift up.
Two and a half to go. Fourth quarter. 82-53. Trying to get it out to someone. Dugan, she's not afraid to shoot another three. That one's in off the front of the rim. Ananya Ragavon.
Number 5, Ananya Ragavon. Her first, 13th foul.
Third team foul on Azusa Pacific. Silver Swords have not committed a foul here in the fourth quarter. Diamond Carter with a jumper is good. A long three. Ragavon going to go all the way. Just throw it up, and she threw it in. Is it going to count? They're going to say no. Second personal, only the first team foul on Chaminade. Madison Lewis over to Abo. Three ball is good again. Ariana Abo. She's got 6 here in the fourth quarter. And it's up. And a three ball on the other end by Diamond Carter. Haragu almost took it away from Ragavon. Ragavon putting on a dribbling clinic, but it's going to say Dugan kicked it. Going to stay with the Cougars, reset the shot clock to 20. Abo corner three again. Wow. Ariana Abo. It must be something about being on the front cover of these programs. We saw it in baseball over the weekend, and Ariana Abo is on this front cover too, and she lights out here in the fourth quarter. 9 points.
Yeah, 3 for 3 from 3.
TJ Hardiman might have another weapon. 88-59, under a minute to go. Ariana Abo. Foul on Madison Lewis. Cougars with 4 players in double figures. Silver Swords with 2, led by Diamond Carter with 17.
Move around.
Huddleston with a rebound.
Double team her. Go.
Heat check, Ariana Abo maybe? Lobbing it down low, Van Ryn puts it up. No, but she's gonna go to the free throw line. Happy belated birthday, Meg Van Ryn. Her birthday was Saturday night.
Yeah, good to see her come in the game on her birthday and score, and I'm sure it was a great moment for her.
From Germany. First free throw is good. Don't forget the men from Chaminade going to take on Justin Leslie and the men from Azusa Pacific. Following this one, probably just past 7:30 as Van Ryn knocks down both of the free throws. Three-pointer is no good. Van Ryn comes away with a board. See if maybe they can get the ball to Madison Lewis as the shot clock is off. Lewis is open. Is she going to take it? Jumper off the side of the backboard. Got her own rebound. Can't finish. Van Ryn kicks it up top with 1 second left, and that is going to do it. So the Cougars put up 125 on Saturday, and they promptly come back and put up 90 this evening, a couple of days later against the Chaminade Silver Swords, and just pretty much dominate this game from start to finish and win it by 31 on a 90-59 final score.
Yeah, I mean, not much you really can say. Similar first half, similar second half. Chaminade turned the ball over 26 times, and that was a big part to the game. And I mean, the Cougars clearly scoring a lot in the paint and off of turnovers, and that was pretty much the game tonight.
Well, they're going to take on Hawaii Hilo senior night here Thursday night. Those are always fun. You want to come and be a part of that here at the Felix Event Center. 5:30 for the women's game. Once again, for Reed Conant and all the media services, final score here tonight in the ladies' game. The Cougars victorious and they improve their record to 24-3 and 15-2 in the Pac West with a 90-59 win over the Chaminade Silver Swords. Silver Swords fall to 2-16 and 2-14 in Pac West play. Stay tuned for the men's game coming up momentarily. Once again for Reed Conant, my name is Steve Stillwell. Final score 90-59. Cougars defeat the Silver Swords. We'll be right back.